I'm Clever Ghoul, but you can call me Nikki. Welcome back to the channel! Now this week I had a last minute Halloween event pop up, and so I had to get something together really quickly. I had a spider dress to wear that looked great, but something was missing. I needed an accessory to pull it all together. So I decided to make a spiderweb headpiece with things that I had on hand. I really only had a day to do this, so I knew I wanted to do something quickly that only took me a couple of hours, and then that way, if I needed drying time, I had a full day to let it dry. So if you're doing this project at home, you will need 24 hours to let this dry, but it is a really quick and easy project that anyone can do. With that being said, let's get into it.
For materials, you'll need the following: a black headband, 8-inch black zip ties, hot glue, black armature wire, wire cutters, Supple Max monofilament cord, acrylic faceted beads, flat back rhinestones in black, and B7000.
I also highly recommend using a wax pen to apply the rhinestones. I didn't have one at the time, but I've since bought one. Again, like I said, a lot of these items I already had on hand, and some are from the Dollar Tree, but I will be linking comparable items from Amazon below. And as a reminder, I do earn a small commission from those links, so thank you.
First, I removed the bulky fabric from the headband and realized I actually had a metal headband and not a black one. So I glued down the black fabric to the headband base and then trimmed away any excess fabric. If you're doing this at home, make sure your headband is black so you can skip this step. Next, I started attaching my zip ties to make the base, starting by placing the middle zip tie and then working outward, using 9 total. Then I trimmed the tips off a little bit before starting. To start making the threads of the web, I put my armature wire over the area I wanted it to go, cut it to fit the space, and then glued it down with hot glue. I made 6 of these armature wire threads to start. I wanted to add in some sparkle to the web, so for the remaining threads, I used monofilament cord and dark iridescent acrylic beads. I would knot the end of the cord, loop it onto the zip tie, thread beads onto it, and then tie off the end to another zip tie. Then I would take hot glue and secure the cord on each zip tie, holding everything in place so it was securely attached. I repeated this all over the crown until I was satisfied with the placement. When those were attached, I took individual iridescent beads and hot glued them onto the zip ties, hiding any visible filament cord. I then tried on the headband to see how it was fitting and noticed that one of the zip ties was really warped and pulling everything in opposite directions. So I placed my headband over a box to keep it pulled open like it would be when I wear it, and then adjusted the zip tie and glued it to another zip tie to fix the problem. This is a good reminder that when doing this project, you should have the headband stretched out a little bit to see how it will actually look when it's on your head and make sure that there's no problems ahead of time. Then I added in 2 more pieces of armature wire to balance out the look, and once that was to my liking, I trimmed off the tips of the zip ties further. I could have stopped here, but I wanted to add more sparkle, so I pulled out my black rhinestones and B7000 and started applying them down the zip ties, making sure not to go all the way to the base because I don't want my hair to catch on them when I'm wearing this. I did this with my fingers, but I recommend using a rhinestone wax pen to make this easier on yourself.
Once those were on, I let them dry for 24 hours, and well, that means it's time for the reveal. I'm really happy with how this project turned out. It was great for a quick turnaround. If I had more time, I would make it a little more fancy. I would probably add little charms or maybe add spiders hanging from it, maybe distress it with some paint. Considering I had really no time to do this, I think it turned out great. I hope this video helps you if you need a last minute look for this weekend. And on top of that, I just wanted to wish you a very happy Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.